It's a beautiful morning, isn't it? Hi, dear students. This is Mons Ahmed, your English teacher, and welcome back to this another online English class. I know that you love to come in school and do the live classes. So whatever, we have only 2 days to come to school. So rest of the days we have to do the online classes. So you can see the picture that all students are standing in the corridor, and it's a very enjoyable moment. I hope in the few days later you can also came in the several days. So whatever, I think you do enjoy the online classes as like the live classes in the school. So we have a look this book, and today we'll start from the page number 53. You can see the lesson named is in the or at. So before time we can use in the or at. So start with the look, listen, and say. First picture showing in the morning. So just repeat after me. That is in the morning. In the morning. The second one is in the afternoon. In the afternoon. So we are used to say the good morning, and we are used to say good afternoon. So after this 12 p.m., we can say good morning to exchange our greetings. And after 12 p.m. to the rest of the time before evening, we can say, or at 6 p.m., we can say good afternoon. So today we learn this thing that when we will say good morning and when we'll say that good afternoon. So just try to say in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. Evening is the time when the sun sets. So the first picture is showing the sun rising picture, and afternoon is already the back of the middle of the position, and in the evening that indicates the pre-moment of the sun is going set. So the last one is at night. So when you can see the in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, but the last one is at night. So the preposition at is used before a specific time. Okay, so we can differentiate this thing by the in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and at night. So I hope you do memorize this thing, actually how we use the prepositions before the period of time. Number B, look at the picture and say, I have breakfast in the morning. And the next way you can say this, I go to school in the morning. I do my homework in the afternoon. You can say I get up early in the morning. And okay, I can use a pen, rather it's, you can easily understand. So the first picture indicates that I have breakfast in the morning. So in the same way you try to say this picture, I go to school in the morning. And when do your homework? So you can say I do my homework in the afternoon. You can see this picture, then I get up early in the morning. Then you can say I play in the playground in the afternoon. You can say I brush my teeth in the morning. Same way, I watch TV at night. And the last way you can say I go to sleep at night. So number C, listen and say. So you will listen from me and you will repeat after me. First one is morning, morning. Second one is breakfast, breakfast, break and first. So to break is something you will break something, that means you will make two pieces or more pieces or something to destroy. And what do you mean by first? First is a thing, or first is a type of thing that you are, controlling, or you are out of eating something else. So in the month of Ramadan, we actually celebrate this month with fasting. Fasting is that you are abstain from eating food for a period of time. So breakfast means at the night you slept whole night. You didn't eat anything else. But in the morning, you take something in the morning and you break your fast. So that's the reason we say breakfast. And we can say this afternoon. Okay, then we can see this evening, and this the last one is supper. So supper, so you can see that in the morning we take food as like the breakfast. At noon we take our lunch. In the afternoon we take snacks, and at night we take supper. So we actually have three main meals, and the meat of these at afternoon or evening we take snacks. So these words. I hope you do understand this thing. So we have look the next page is the chapter name unit 727 named Anita's Life. Okay, so you have the English second paper also. So in that book you learn more things, more the grammar structures of this. You can see there is an apostrophe, that is Anita's life. So apostrophe indicates to the possessive case, that indicates you are the owner, someone's life, someone's pen. If I say this is my phone, you can say, okay, Mansur's phone, right? If your name is Rajiv, I can say Rajiv's phone. So we use, there is apostrophe is like that. Oh, wait. We use the apostrophe. Okay. After name apostrophe, and then we give the S. So you can see this Anita's life. Okay, remove all things. Anita's life. So read and say. So I'm just reading aloud this thing. You just repeat after me. This is Anita Sharkar. This is Anita Sharkar. She gets up early in the morning. She gets up early in the morning. Have a look this. There is not get, but there is a s. So if you get he, she, then you will put s or es in the present tense. So you don't have to think deep, but in present tense, if you see she gets up early in the morning, so there will be s after the verb. Sometimes there will be es too. She gets up early in the morning. She cooks. Not cook, this is s, because he, she eat, then there will be verb, there will be s. She cooks breakfast for her family. She cooks breakfast for her family. So in this picture, you can see the women named Anita Sharkar, and she gets up early in the morning. It's a very good habit. It makes you more intelligent, healthy, and wiser too. So always try to get up early in the morning. And you can see she is frying an egg. So she cooks breakfast for her family. Actually, we know that our moms prepared our breakfast or all the food items for us. So she cooks breakfast as like your mom for her family. So here you can see her family, because this is a woman. So that's why we use her. And if there is a boy, if think that this is a boy, so we can say he cooks breakfast for his family. For female, we use her, and for male, we use his. Now read and say the number B. After breakfast, Anita goes to school. You can see the several times. After breakfast, Anita goes to school. There is also ES after go. She is a teacher. Okay, she teaches class 1 and class 2. So repeat after me once again. After breakfast, Anita goes to school. She is a teacher. She teaches class 1 and class 2. So ask and answer. First one, who is the woman? The answer is the woman is Anita Sharkar. Second question, when does she get up? She gets up early in the morning. You can see I have given this question's answer in the downstairs. So this is the way how you write the answer to question C. This is the proper way to write the question answer. Number C, what does she do for her family? She cooks breakfast for her family. Number D, where does she go after breakfast? After breakfast is the better if you can use a comma. Okay. If you use a comma after breakfast, she goes to school. What does she do? She teaches class 1 and class 2. You will write class 2, CLASS. Okay. So I just write there, she teaches class 1, and you just write class 1 and 2. So the first question, who is Omen? So the Omen, who's the Omen? The Omen is Anita Sharkar. You can see the name. So who's the Omen? When does she get up? If you see the question does, then you will add s or es after the verb get. You know the doing words are verb. She get. So no, she get, she gets. You will put s from does to this s. So if there will be does, then you will add s or es after the verb. So this is she gets up all in the morning. What does? So again does. So she cooks. So what does she do? She actually cooks, right? So the doing activities is cooks. She cooks breakfast for her family. Where does she go? So there you can see the go is the verb. So goes, not go anymore. She goes to school. And what does she do? You can see again does. So that's why after verb, there's teaches. She teaches class 1 and class 2. You will write both class 1 and class 2. So you can see that what does she do? And another question, what does she do for her family? So do is a such type of verb that helps to make any type of questions. So you have to write down the answer. Okay. So we have looked the last page for our lesson today. This is where do animals live? So in the previous picture or previous class, we have learned that different animals live in different places and they have different names. As like we live in houses or buildings. As like the tiger stay in cave. As like the horse live in a stable. So like this, there are different things. As like the hen lives in a farm. As like a tiger lives in a forest. So everything or every animal in the world, they have different places to live in. So have look at this chapter. This lesson 46. So read and say, this is a hen. It lives on a farm. It lays eggs. It eats seeds and grain. So first of all, the first line is about this thing. This is the hen. And where does it live? It lives on a farm. It lays eggs. It eats seeds and grain. Number B, read and say. This is a tiger. It's big. It lives in a forest. It eats other animals. So the first picture, you can see that the hen is standing beside the eggs that she already lays. At the second picture, you can see the tiger is trying to catch the deer, and this deer is trying to keep out of the reach of the tiger. So you know that the tiger lives on flesh of the different animals. That's why it's trying to catch this deer. Yes, the picture is pathetic, but still is the way of our world. So now repeat after me once again. This is the hand. It lives on a farm. It lays eggs. It eats seeds and grain. This is the tiger. It's big. It lives in a forest. It eats other animals. So dear students, try to read the lines more and more, because what we have to do in the exam is related to the reading. If a student read well these lines, every lines, then he can easily capture all the question answer easily. There are some what meanings, fill in the gaps, rearrange the sentences, rearrange the words. All things come from the reading of this theme. So try to read more and more. So your homework. So you can see that talk about another animal. Use the sentences in activities A and as B as model. So the first activity, okay. So I have just made two examples from the model number 1, and your homework is to the both model. So if I say the first one, you can see the goat, right? This is a goat. So you can say this is a goat. It lives in a goat house. Actually, where the goats lives, whereas the goats live in, we can say this is a goat house. So this is a goat. It lives on goat house. It gives us milk and flesh, or we can see that it gives us meat and milk, and it eats grass and leaves. And for the picture, activity number the A again, you can see this is an elephant. So you can say this is an elephant. It is big. It eats plant and different trees. It lives in a forest. So for the model of 2, that is about the tiger, you can write the lion. Lion is the same way. This is a lion. It's big. It lives in a forest. It eats other animals. It can run fast. Or you can say about the snake. This is a snake. It moves in water, or it lives in water. It eats different fishes and frogs. So like these ways, you can write different examples. So your homework is that you will write the two examples, that is goat and elephant. You will write as like the model of your book that is given the previous page, like this. So dear students, that's all for today. I hope you will do practice this homework and submit it in the comment section. That's all for today. Thanks for joining. Hope so we will meet in another class. Till now, till then, stay fine. Bye.